Hey everybody, it's Seti the Wind Sage, and welcome back to A Kiss for the Petals, Remembering How We Met. This is the final episode. In the last part, a ton of things happened, but it was also a ton of very good scenes. And in this part, well, we're finishing the game. Yes, and the only thing you had for yourself was very cringy fantasies and the ability to power walk.
いいよ。その思い出し笑い、なんか気持ち悪いわよ。あらそう。でも仕方ないのよ。なんで仕方ないのよ。リサが朝から懐かしいことをいろいろ言うから、私もつい昔を思い出してたのよ。
That's honestly why I think we had some of like Mia's perspective too, because Risa honestly couldn't know about Mia's perspective, so I assume when we were just in Mia's perspective, that was Mia remembering things. And we're back to the weird. You know, after quite a bit of the more like emotional stuff from last episode, it's kind of good to be back to the weird. Oh god. A, what does one have to do with the other? And B, did you seriously think that she was going to be propositioning you? Okay, I find that exchange of lines actually really weird, because I assume Risa was thinking like weren't even dating. So I don't know. What is Risa thinking that I'm clearly missing?
無邪気に微笑んで。もう可愛すぎるわ。今それを言うの恥ずかしいからやめて。リサこそ思い出してるなんて可愛いわ。そんな言葉ないわよ。っていうかいい加減話してよ。こういうことは夜にして夜にしてほしいの。リサのエッチ。
That moment when you realize you say something dirty, whether or not you realized it.
どっちがエッチなのよ。
And to be fair, Risa, you were the one who said that, so.
昔を振り返りながら今のリサとイチャイチャしたかったのに。
Mia, you have some pretty weird interests.
そんなのしなくていいわよ。
Since I love this fine. I'm just fine not doing that. It's like it's one of those things where like, oh, I gotta be somewhere that isn't here. I don't know. I find lines like that very funny.
じゃあ久しぶりにお互いさん付けで呼ぶとかよくないかしらね、リサさん。
I can understand that because basically the honorific, she's San is basically just Miss or Mrs. So just being called Miss Risa, I can imagine that being pretty weird with your girlfriend especially after so long.
そういうのはいいからもう。ノリが悪いわね。つまらないの。
And I gotta say, that is literally like this right here is like the face of discontent. She used that exact same face when they were discussing their parents with that serious conversation. she's using that same expression now, and here it's less serious and more just hilarious.
だってミヤはミヤだもん。もうミヤさんだなんて照れくさくて呼べないわ。それよりお茶を入れましょうよ。夏のアイスティーも美味しかったけど、これからの季節はやっぱりホットティーよね。リサ、なんだか冷たいのね。どうかしら。気のせいじゃない？ひょっとして私と付き合ってること後悔しているの？
You know, you guys have been dating for probably I'm going to assume a little like around like perhaps half a year or so. I don't know. You guys have been dating for a long time. Now you're asking about second thoughts. Jeez. And how serious she is actually does also seem pretty intriguing. Like, you'd think it'd be a joke, but she actually does seem pretty serious. I have a feeling that Risa teasing would probably just end terribly.
ねえ、リサどうなの？ちょっとだけ早まったかと。何よミヤ、そんなお葬式みたいな顔しなくても。
Yeah, I know this picture is pretty sad, and like the dialogue that comes up is actually pretty darn sad. But it's like I love like this picture like is kind of funny for some reason. I don't know why. And that makes it in that mix of the piano just going it's like they're just slamming down the piano. Like I don't know. You can tell this is supposed to be a little more comedic and not so like sad. And also, Risa, this is why you don't tease.
そうよね。私みたいな問題児可愛いリサが好きになってくれるはずないわよね。ミア、もうそんなに落ち込まないで。さっきのはそうよね。リサはいつも私のこと変態って言うし、あれ愛情表現の一種だと勝手に勘違いしてたわ。
What expression of affection were you going? What did you mean by... I don't get what she means by an expression of affection. But also...
ミアが変態なのは本当のことだから。
That's... You're not helping, Risa. That's making things worse. You know, good thing you said that in your head, but jeez, it's like... Okay, so my friend's down, let's kick them. But wait, no, make it even worse. My girlfriend is down, let's kick them. Like, jeez, what the heck?
やっぱり私みたいなのとリサとでは釣り合わないんだわ。ミア、ちゃんと聞いて。ミアったら
I gotta say that this scene is actually kind of a little sad for me, like kind of a little sad for me, because if you couldn't tell, and they're going to go into a little bit more detail about this, Mia actually does have depression. Like I don't know why I laugh when I say that, but like Mia actually does have a bit of depression. It seems has to do with a bit of about herself, maybe some self-esteem issues. And that's only like sad, like to me particularly, is because I actually used to go through depression, and I know the feeling, and that's really feel really bad for when people do get depression. And it also had to do with my self-esteem, so this didn't necessarily help. It makes her a lot more of a relatable character to me, though. She had absolutely no energy. Like her soul was escaping from her mouth. Just that, and I can just imagine that it's just like her soul's just like literally like flying out of her mouth. You see like some like you see her like this, and then you just see like a little like Mia ghost just fly out of her mouth. I don't know, that image is kind of funny. And so and some animes kind of do that where it's just like when someone's like sad or something like that, you just almost like see their like their ghost fly out of their body. It's kind of funny.
ねえ、またポンコツになっちゃったの、ミア。
Wow, Risa, like woe is you, Risa. It's like you're not going through this. I don't know, like oh man, she's she's a real pain when she gets depressed. Like it's like be that as it may, that is not necessarily you should be a bit more considerate while she's depressed.
さっきの冗談よ。さっきのは全部冗談だから。ごめんね、ミア。やっぱり私はもうミアったらリサ。
And I gotta say, when I actually first read this, I honestly thought Mia was just kind of like messing with Risa a bit, like you know, teasing her back, because that's not beyond something she'd do. But then you look at this scene and it's like you realize how serious she is. Like I don't know, the fact that Mia is kind of like worried about things like that shows how much she actually does really care for Risa.
ごめんね。 嘘よ、冗談。これからもミヤとずっと一緒よ。リサ、じゃあして。
And I gotta say, what Risa's, well, how this conversation's going, it sounds a lot like an actual like marriage proposal for some reason. Oh, whatever.
リサ、早く。ミヤ、愛してる。ありがとう、リサ。私の方がリサを愛しているわ。私だって。だって先にリサを好きになったのも私だし。リサが私を探しに来てくれた時からずっと好きよ。あの時からだったのよ。驚いているわね。そりゃあ驚くわよ。本当にここに来てよかった。リサと出会えて本当に良かったわ。愛しているわ。ずっとずっと。ミヤ。
And that's it. We're done. And now, final thoughts. I gotta say, I am really glad I did this game. Even though, considering everything that just happened, I don't know how many people would consider this a game. The reason I call it a game is it is part of a game series that is very similar to this. I mean, some other games have very rare occasions. Some of the other games in the series, from what I know, do have the occasional option choices, though from what I know, those don't really change too much throughout the whole story. I gotta say, I was a little reluctant to do this as my first game for Let's Playing, as, I don't know, it seemed a bit like, it seemed very odd, seemed like a very odd thing to start with, but that's actually ended up being part of the reason I did choose to do this to Let's Play first. I really enjoyed this project, and I don't regret making this my first. I really don't regret making this my first Let's Play. And like I said, the weirdness is part of why I picked it. I kind of wanted to give myself a bit of distinction, so I chose this. And I gotta say, In terms of my opinion of the game itself, I honestly think it's amazing. This is the first Yuri I read, but this definitely gave me a good impression for... This definitely did give me a good impression, as this is also one of the first really romance... This is the first time I've read anything akin to a romance novel. I mean, I've read stuff with romance elements in it, but yeah. And, well, I'm gonna wrap up quickly this Let's Play by showing you the extras. Here we can see the CG, we can see some of the images, and if you click on certain images, they'll change if they did do it, like this one, like eyes closed, eyes opened. We can look at the memories, which is more of a kind of, in a sense, chapter select, which, like it'll start us off at a certain point in the story and then ends when that certain part comes up. Like, if you watch the ending here, it'll start from the ending and end right before the credits start. So in case you wanted to read very small portions. And then we have the black background music we can change. Which, I really do like this game's soundtrack. And yeah, it does go back to the beginning music. And I gotta say, I can go on and on about this game, but I think I'm just gonna simply say this. If you enjoyed this I hope you really enjoyed this project. If you do, I'd recommend go checking out the game for yourself. Though if you've done this, you might have already. Though if you're looking solely for this Let's Play, you might have already done that. And well, that's all. I better make sure I don't go on rambling. I have been Seti the Wind Sage, and I hope you really enjoyed this project. As for what's next, well, I don't really know, but we'll see when we get there. See you guys for my next Let's Play. See ya.